Hey there. So I've been wanting to make this video for quite some time now, and my son just very timely asked me for some help. So he made himself an omelet in a cast iron skillet. So this is a picture of the pan as it is right now. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pour some hot boiling water into the bottom of the pan, and I'm also gonna turn the heat on for the skillet, okay? And now, okay, you have to use an oven mitt, because the whole pan heats up, okay? So what I'm doing is I'm going to allow this hot boiling water to start doing the work, as you can see, to remove all the caked on, baked on stuff at the bottom of the pan. Now, it's so easy if you don't know how to work with a cast iron skillet. It's so easy to ruin it. It's easy to get really frustrated too, because you think you want to clean it with hot soapy water like you do all your other dishes, but that's actually incorrect. And if you season your cast iron skillets correctly, they can last you a lifetime, and it can actually be even something that you pass on to future generations. You can see how easily this is coming up from the bottom of the pan. I am not scrubbing with any kind of effort at all. This is just, the heat and the water kind of doing the work for me. And it's almost all come up from the bottom of these tidbits, okay? So this is kind of gross. I'm gonna have to wash this now. And what I'm gonna do with the pan too now is I'm just gonna get rid of like everything. That's what we wanna see. What I'm gonna do with the rest of it now is I'm going to take some coarse salt. I just have coarse sea salt, okay? But you can do like kosher salt will do the job too. Now I've still got the heat on, okay? And I'm pouring this kosher salt, which I don't have very much of apparently left in here. Okay. I also think you don't need a ton, so that's probably enough right there. And I'm just gonna grab a paper towel, okay? Also not a big sheet of paper towel, just, like a half size one, okay? And I'm gonna turn the heat down to low. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start going through the pan with the salt. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna clean and take out the last bits of whatever was cooked in the pan off of the pan. So this is just cleaning it. That's all that this is doing right here. Again, not using a ton of strength here. Okay. And so I'm gonna get rid of the salt now that I have in this pan, and it comes off, super easy, just like that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna spray it with some oil and take another piece of paper towel, right? And so now I'm just gonna spray it. And while it's still hot, I'm gonna just give it a nice little facial with the oil and get the rest of the salt out. And that's it. My pan is seasoned. So I'm just gonna leave it, and it's ready for its next use. And that's all you have to do to it. So what happens is that the oil gets into the porous surfaces of the cast iron, and it seals it so that the next time you use it, you do still have to use oil a little bit. You can use a spray for whatever you're cooking, but it basically, the more you season your pan, the more it seals it, and at some point it becomes nonstick. And cast iron is great because you get iron actually from the pan a little bit. So if you have a condition where you have too much iron in your blood, it's called hemochromatosis. So if you have that condition, you would know because you have to go and donate blood. There's no other way to get rid of iron. But what I find more often is that people are anemic, especially women of childbearing age. And so if you have anemia, cooking with a cast iron skillet is one really great way to get more iron into your diet, because the iron from the pan gets into a little bit, gets into your food. And it's not a bad thing. It's not like when you're cooking with like non-stick substances in your pan, and the pan gets kind of scratched up, and then those particles from those chemicals from those pans gets, also sucked up and leached into your food. Those chemicals are not good for you. So at least, if you're getting a little bit of iron in your food, iron is something that your body can use, versus those chemicals that once they get into your body, they never go away. Your body doesn't know how to detox them. So I hope this video was helpful for you. And I hope it showed you that you don't have to be intimidated by using a cast iron skillet. So if you have any other questions about how to use cast iron skillets, feel free to drop me a note. I'll be happy to respond.